What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the garage with the green car and we're going to be adding a little bit of storage to the roof. Let's check out what I got. Oh, and recent addition to the garage is some bike hangers to get them off the floor. So that's cool. And yes, I have two purple bikes, but no more purple car, unfortunately. Okay, anyways, this is what we're adding to the roof of the Q3. It is going to go right up over on this side because this side has the awning, obviously. So I'm going to position it far over to the passenger side. That way I can climb up there. I can open it up. It will open up this way and I'll have access to it. I can put stuff in there. It'll give me just a little bit more storage. Now, if you guys have a good eye, you'll notice I repositioned the awning. It used to have these brackets up here flipped the other way around. So this gap wasn't really here anymore. It was a lot lower. But what I decided to do, because I'm adding this thing, I didn't want it to stick up at the highest and have this down low, and I don't know, it's just uniformity across it. So that's why I moved this guy up a little bit. Plus, I kind of figured once the awning is actually out, more height would actually do me pretty good. So I added a little bit more height to the awning, and this is what it looks like. Oh, one other thing I did was I changed the bracketry. I don't know if you can see right in there, but the bracketry that actually holds the Rhino Rack platform to my OEM crossbars. Before I was using like the sandwich mount that kind of squishes it against the OEM crossbars, holding everything in place, which was fine, totally fine. However, I didn't love the way that looked because you could see the bracket underneath hanging down. You could see the bolts come through. So there's a T-bolt in the channel of the OEM rack going up and through and bolted up right up there. So, much cleaner, don't you say? All right, enough of me rambling. Let's check out the storage box. We've got a bunch of clamp. We open it. Ooh, very nice, very nice. So, this is customizable foam. If you want to use it, you don't have to. I probably will not, I'm thinking. I will probably end up pulling the foam out and having the full depth of this to use for storage. If you pull it out, you can see this is, like I said, this is customizable. You can see all the different squares and options. And then down here you have another piece of foam with the same thing. And then down here you have a third piece of foam, which is a lot thinner, probably just for the bottom of the case here. But anyways, that is what we have inside of this Rhino Rack storage box. This is their long one. They have a shorter one that's a little bit thicker, but I wanted to go with the long one just for like uniformity, and it will fit actually very nicely up here. You guys will see once it's up there, you'll see how it looks and everything. First thing we have to do is take this bracket, take it up to the platform, and figure out which holes line up with my platform. We're gonna mark it. Once we figure that out, I'm going to pull all this foam out, and we actually have to drill holes in the bottom of this to utilize these washers and these bolts that are in here. Let's go head up there and see what it looks like. All right, welcome to the top of the Q3, and you might be able to hear Archer drinking his water in there if you listen closely. So this is the thing I was telling you about, and as you can see, you want to line up the holes with the slats that are on the Pioneer rack, and you can see this is pretty even side to side. This is where the case will sit, and we're going to use this hole and this hole. And just to show you guys, if we move this around, that one is there, but it doesn't line up over there. And let's move it down a little bit more. Again, this one is lined up, but those are not over there. So that one and that one, those are going to be our holes. And just so I don't forget, we're going to go ahead and mark those with a Sharpie. All right. Man, I really hope the lighting isn't too crazy. I can kind of see a little bit of a flicker because I do have LEDs. But anyways, these are the instructions that come with this. You can see here, this is for the drilling jig. And you just kind of, you do exactly what I did. You mark it. Then when you go over here, then when you go to here, what you're going to do is flip over the case, which I've done. The case is flipped over. We're going to put the jig right on the edge here and here. You can see they explain how exactly to do it. Make sure it is nice and flat against the case itself. And then you're going to use a 4mm or 5/32 drill bit and drill directly through the small holes there. Those are going to be your starter holes. So let's go ahead and grab my drill, grab a bit, get this on there, drill some holes. All right, we've got the drill. And this is how this is going to sit. You can see it has like a little lip where it kind of stays in place if you put it on there straight. So we're gonna go ahead and drill these initial pilot holes first. Oh, and just to show you guys, you can't do it this way because it hits that. So it only goes on one way. All right, next side, same thing. As you can see, we've got some nice holes drilled into the bottom of this storage case. Next, we are going to step it up to a slightly bigger drill bit because the screws, as you can kind of see, they do not go in the hole just yet. So we'll go ahead and widen those real quick. Okay guys, next is put the washers on the bolts. That is done. We are going to take these sort of, I'm going to call them nutserts. That's kind of what they are. They're essentially a nutsert. But they're going to go in the channel of the platform. And as you can see, this is unlocked and this actually will spin as you tighten it. So it will open up and it will hold this in place. Make sure it doesn't fly off and hit anybody. So let's go ahead and put these up there and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, we are up here again on the roof and you can see how those just sit right in there. This is the top, and then like I said, once you tighten this insert will spin, locking it in place. And these just very simply fall into place. That's it. Just go right there. And we've got one more for here, just like that. All right, I'm gonna go grab the case and we will get this thing bolted down. All right guys, we are up here once again, and as you can see, I kind of have the case supported, tilting upwards, so I can see, oh, the lighting up here is terrible. I can see where the holes are, and what I'm trying to do is go ahead and line up, hypothetically, when I put this down, they should be mostly lined up, and I can go ahead and send the bolt through it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that real quick. I'm gonna get at least one or two started, and I'll check back in. Okay, so far I've got the outer two because quite frankly they are the easier ones to get to. All you have to do, if you look down there, look, you can see the blue. Okay, so you know you're in the right spot. You just kind of have to get in there and reposition the blue piece. It's really dark over here, but I see blue. I don't know if you guys can. So that's pretty much all you have to do. Just get it positioned, get the bolt started. These are only torqued to like 6 Newton meters, which is like absolutely nothing. But this is just kind of plastic, and they do include this. However, this is a T30. I think what I'm going to do is grab my small torque wrench. I don't even know what it goes down to be honest with you. But just to be safe, I don't want to over tighten or not tighten enough. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in these other two, and I'll check back in a second. We have all 4 bolts down. We have no movement. The baby ain't going anywhere. I think that is the position I'm gonna put it at. It's mostly just about even. Let's see what it looks like from the ground. So you can see I still have some space over here. I was thinking about getting an axle mounted like bike attachment, so I can throw this thing up there if I want to. Or I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see what I want to add up there. What do you guys think? How we looking? Good thing is, this is like 8 inches deep, I think, so it should not add much wind resistance. It should keep the fuel mileage about the same. I mean, I really haven't noticed a difference anyways. Here it is from the side. So you can see what I mean about the awning. It would have been much, much taller than the awning if I wouldn't have adjusted that bracket. And now it is just barely taller. And here's a shot from the rear. I did want to take a minute just to talk about this case. This isn't sponsored or anything. I'm not sponsored by Rhino Rack. Kind of wish I was, so I wouldn't buy this stuff. But anyways, you've got a bunch of slots for padlocks. You do have a pressure equalization right here. This is for altitude though, and I'm in Florida, so you know, whatever. You also, oh, I did put the phone back in for now because I'm not using it yet. You have in here a nice seal. So this is going to be water resistant, maybe waterproof, I'd have to check that, and dust proof once you have everything in here and locked up. So you won't have to worry about your gear getting wet or sandy or whatever, and you can put anything up here really that you need to. So that is a nice thing about this. You don't have to put it in the car, which if I have Archer with me, he pretty much takes up the entire back area and doesn't leave much room for anything. And just one last final shot. Alright guys, I am gonna wrap this up and go eat something. It is kind of late and I haven't eaten yet. I have a bad habit of doing that while working on my car. But before we go, here's the puppy. He seems very concerned right now. He's like, what are you doing to my car? I did not approve this. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, drop some suggestions of what you want to see me install on this thing. Still trying to work out an intake or something with that. Some lighting will be coming in the future. And until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, you know, all the regular stuff. And we'll see you guys later. Take care.